My name's Alison. I'm the coordinator and one of the founders for Connect for Life.
My name is Frances and I'm the chair of the trustees. We're a small independent charity for people with mild to moderate dementia that live in our local area in Oswestry and the surrounding areas.
People that come to Connect for Life will have an opportunity to be in an environment, a safe environment, a caring environment where they can be themselves.
We also find it's important for them to socialise with each other and build connections within the group for their own health and well-being, and we find that works really well here in the wonderful surroundings that we have. Yeah, the relaxed atmosphere, we have a lot of fun.
I spent many years working for the NHS and then some years working for a national charity connected with dementia, and worked with older people throughout my career. And during that time I saw some really poor examples of daycare, day support for older people, which inspired me to think there must be a better way to do this more often than not. And working with people with dementia as a dementia support worker, I met so many carers who were just desperate for even an hour's break, but not wanting to leave their loved ones somewhere where they just sit in a circle all day for 4 or 5 hours, drink a cup of tea, and that would be it.
I trained at the local hospital, the orthopaedic hospital here, quite some time ago, and that's where I met Alison. So we've been friends ever since. And when Alison was thinking about starting up Connect for Life, she said, "Did I want to be involved?" And I went, "Yes." That's how it started.
Our Connect for Life sessions start with people arriving, either family members bring them and leave them here, or some of them arrive on the community transport. When people arrive, they have drink, tea, coffee, biscuits, chance to chat and settle in.
Good morning, everyone. Morning. How are you all today?
Then we usually do some kind of brain-stimulating word activity based on the theme. So we might have a theme like laughter we had a few weeks ago, and we put a flip chart piece of paper on the wall and we just ask the question, what makes you laugh, or who makes you laugh? And that gets everybody chatting and gets people involved, shouting out answers and things. And then we might read a poem out loud together, which is always really good. The rhythm of the poem seems to really help people get into it. We also have some lovely reminiscence books with beautiful pictures in and just a few words, maybe old sayings and things like that, so they often get passed around and looked at. We usually do something structured in the morning, so it could be some physical exercise, it could be arty crafty. We often do some simple art activities which are really effective and engaging with people. For example, we've done trees. We have an outline of a tree and then just use a simple cotton bud, to dab paint on to either create blossom or different coloured leaves or something, and it creates a really beautiful picture. We've noticed with art, if you say to somebody, would you like to paint a picture? Most people say, no thanks. But if you put something like the outline of the tree, the cotton bud and the paint in front of them and just demonstrate, or somebody starts doing it, they very quickly become completely focused on that and the room goes silent. It's amazing. We have lunch, a hot 2-course lunch where everybody sits around together, and it's lovely to see people chatting over lunch. It's just a very ordinary, normal social activity, and it's really good to see that. After lunch we tend to do another kind of activity, often a quiz, and you would be amazed at the amount of banter that goes on in our quizzes, because there are some very competitive people and they do like to win. and we do have prizes. So the quiz would be related to the theme of the day, or we might play a game of bocce, or some people might choose to play a game, dominoes, chess, drafts, Connect Four. We've got some lovely dementia-friendly jigsaws and things that are, they're not thousands of pieces, so they can be done in a short time. We're not here all day. It's just a more quieter afternoon and chance to just chill and unwind and chat. And then people either get picked up by their family or they go back on the transport. People normally settle into sessions after 2 or 3 weeks. It usually takes a few weeks. They become familiar with the routine, the building, the volunteers, the other group members. You don't have to have a dementia diagnosis to attend Connect for Life. You may just have some memory difficulties. You may be an older person who's become socially isolated and not particularly memory difficulties, but just cut off from the community for whatever reason. So people who have a diagnosis of dementia, perhaps they're in the early stages or towards middle stages of dementia, so still able to engage with activities. They might still be living independently, or they might have a bit of support from family, or they might have a lot of support from family. They would benefit most from attending Connect for Life. People need to be able to look after their own personal care while they're with us and need to be mobile. So even if that's with a stick or a frame or something, they need to be able to move around independently. Carers can benefit if somebody comes to Connect for Life for 4 hours once a week. They have 4 hours to themselves. And carers have said to us, when we've asked for feedback, a simple sentence like, "I just get time to be me." And that's really important for people. They become carers, and some of them feel labelled as carers. Where have I gone in all that? I'm just a carer now, and it's taking up all their time.
It's really intense and difficult and hard to look after with somebody with dementia. So I think, just to give them that few hours off a week it doesn't seem a lot, but it is a lot for them. They really do value that time and that space where they can go off and just meet a friend for lunch or just have a little bit of time to themselves and a break, which is, they just need so much.
We've seen carers arrive, with a new service user, and we've seen them change 3 weeks later. They're looking better just for those 4 hours respite.
Give it a go. It's got to be worth seeing what occurs. It's company for the person involved, and as I say, the stimulation aspect and the care, the top class. It's 10 out of 10 from me.
Just gently persuade them to come and try it, and if they're not keen the first time, get them to come a second time, because that's the turning point for Joe, And as I say, he's ready every week to come, and he's quite happy. He's come twice this week, so, definitely get some back up and come and see the ladies, have a chat with them. They're brilliant. Can't praise them enough, And some men need to get involved. There's only the one gentleman,
Alison spends, I'm sure, a lot of time with them to make sure they're all, singing from the same hymn sheet, and I can't recommend it highly enough.
They've all been amazing. Yes, they all devote themselves to the people who are here. They will talk to them and draw them out and spend time with them. They don't just make sure that they're comfortable and safe. They are stimulating them intellectually as well and doing things that they will enjoy.
I've got nothing but, good things to say about it. Definitely, no reservations, and 100%. Whoever you're caring for will totally enjoy it.
Look on our website so you can see what we have to offer, what's going on. You can familiarise yourself with people's faces. Then come with your loved one, stay with them, join in the activities with them, sit for lunch, and see how you feel and how they feel. And at the end of the session, you can make up your mind. And if you need to come a couple of times, that's absolutely fine. I mean, the idea is then to sort of have your own time, but come, yeah.
Come along for a couple of sessions and get a feel for it, and then you can make your mind up if it's right for you. It may or may not be, but you know, it's good to get some first-hand knowledge and a feel for it, really.